Okay, guys, I'm going to review Thor: The Dark World. Let's get right into it by saying it's my least favorite, MCU film. But if you were looking at outside of, is it in the MCU? It still is not one of those films. It's still not good on just a movie, making a movie type level, as the tone is really off. Being that, at one point it could seem really like Lord of the Rings type. And at the very next moment, it could feel like a buddy comedy. At the next moment, it could be like tries but fails to be serious and emotional. And when it does emotion, they have humor thrown in it. And sometimes they're at Earth and it feels really earthy, and sometimes they're at Asgard and it just doesn't flow well at all, really. So, in that case, you can't really, appreciate it as much. And it feels like they have, the most dubbed down characters. Like, Thor and Loki, nothing wrong in this movie, they're totally fine. But you get the worst villain in Malekith. You get the worst, love interest, in Jane. And that stands true for both Thor movies. And other than Thor and Loki, horrible side characters, nobody, other than just Jane, nobody cared about Darcy, nobody cared about Eric Selvig in this movie, nobody cared about Darcy's boyfriend. It's like, nobody cared for these characters, so it's like, other than the main characters, nobody cares about the side characters, nobody cares about the villain, and nobody cares about the plot either, to find an ether. Ether's fine, but with the context of it's the reality stone, which is the only good thing that actually came out of this movie. And even when Thor's mother died, it's like, what? In the first movie, she had 2 lines. In this movie, it's like, I don't even know if she had a line. So it didn't really put any context in it, to the point where it's like, am I supposed to care for these characters? Am I supposed to care for Thor's mother? Am I supposed to care for Odin? And it's like, I don't really care. I don't really care about these actions. I mean, I'm totally fine with Asgard, but then you got Oath, and then it's just all these weird moments, weird decision taken. The action isn't even that good and memorable. It's like, there's it's just from going from Earth to these different, they just never established anything. And at times it could be really confusing. It's like, wait, so this happens there, what? So it has that element of weird things, as we've never seen this in the MCU. So they just are we're going to throw so many different new elements in the MCU. And none of them really work. I don't you take one of the worst characters in Jane and make her really important to the plot. Also doesn't make me happy, is that I don't really enjoy that. And nor do I enjoy, I'll go back to the fact that it doesn't really establish a good tone, and doesn't repeat, and it just doesn't work, and it's really bleak colors. Palette also doesn't help. It's not really humorous, or it has humor, is another thing. Yeah, some parts have humor, some parts don't. Here, I don't find any humorous notes, humorous beats to me that much, really, at all. In that case, it really dubs down a lot of things and a lot of beats, is that I can't really enjoy it as much as maybe I would have liked to, because it's just a mess. And that's the big thing, is that they try to go through for all these different moments, all these different plot beats, as, oh, and they want to do this, oh, they want to do that. It's in one part, and and like the whole some stuff that maybe, and then it's like it has the worst final battle. Let's just talk about the final battle and how horrible that is. Is like Malekith comes to Earth and like nearly destroys London, and it's just like, what? That just does not make sense. Where are they going with this? They're going to take their T-shaped ship and crash it into London? And like after this movie, it has literally no effect on the MCU greater than that, which dubs down on this movie even more. Maybe if it actually had an effect on the MCU. This adds to its unnecessariness, and it just doesn't make sense. Why would he go to London? Oh yeah, it serves the plot. Or not plot, it goes to London because conveniently enough, that's where the characters are, and that's where Jane is, so we're gonna move the plot forward. And I would have been totally fine if the final battle was on that dumpster planet. Like it probably should have been. Either way, that dumpster battle was not that exciting because, number one, they start off really weird with Loki cutting off Thor's hand, which is really weird because he ends up getting his hand back, Thor, and then he kills Loki, but he doesn't die. So it's like, it doesn't put any context. It just doesn't work. It's like, all these twists are predictable, and when they finally actually have emotion, it has no consequences. It's like, oh, that sucks. And it does, and then, because like when Loki died, I felt a little bit of emotion because you actually cared for Loki. Loki's one of those characters you actually care for. But when you see, oh, he's actually still alive, it's like, that takes away one of the only good moments in the entire movie. So, I don't really like that. See, that's my Thor Ragnarok. Very negative. But, again, it's just one of those movies where I guess you can watch it and, like, have dumb fun with it. So, yeah. War of the Dark World.